the money don't look like it's gonna be allocated. And
So they might not even get the cost of living.
Right.
You never
But
know.
then
I don't know if that seems right after just 4 years.
So, but
By law, they can't make more than 90% of the deputies.
Yeah, no, but the other employees can keep going up.
well, no, the other people aren't
They're not
gonna get a
under,
cost of living if nobody
elected
gets a cost of living.
They're
And
not
so,
under elected official.
You know,
In there as a deputy.
Oh, gee whiz, aren't you
Yeah.
gonna say
And it
something
doesn't-
that
And they always
he's
think
touching
it,
his
when
ears
it,
because he can't
when-
hear?
say, for example, when the elected official gets the COLA, their deputies get the COLA.
or if
So
you
they-
guys, like, was it like 2 times in the last 5 years or so that they've changed the base wage for the elected officials, and that directly affected all the deputies
Yeah.
also. So,
So-
if the base wage gets changed, then that.
The compensation board has been pretty fair. If there's funds that are available, the compensation board, it's their recommendation with 2 commissioners' approval, so.
So within 4 years, they get 10% up, from where they are, and it would take 5 years to do that, or 10 years, or I don't know how it works, but they get up there a lot faster.
So actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
5
Take
years to go
6.
10,
yeah, every other year you
Every-
get 2%.
right.
so you all think that's fair then?
Yeah, it's beneficial to them, they will pay more.
Okay, we're gonna vote on it.
Look at the faces he makes. I
All
like
those in
this.
favor of the motion, say aye.
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 Oh,
What was the motion?
So do you have to say any opposed? It's already met automatically. Because you didn't say
Yeah,
mine.
it should,
Yeah, Scott said he was opposed.
I'm still, okay.
Who's opposed?
We'll go off to 11.
I asked. Did you catch what happened? I don't know. Somebody opposed, somebody happened, somebody this, somebody that. Notice he's gonna make a face. Are you gonna make a face? He's talking in here, but the whole thing is closed. What is he doing now? Can you hear? He's talking into a microphone. But the damn thing is,
Now we're back on and I'm gonna move to table the HR discussion.
Until February 2nd.
In favor?
I make a motion that we table the HR discussion,
HR consultants.
HR consultant discussion until
February
February 2nd.
a second.
Until when?
February.
February 2nd.
Second.
Any discussion from anybody? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
maybe they have to be retrained. So now I'm going to tell you, okay? This one here has been the commissioner for over 6 years. He's in his 2nd term. Don't you think he should know by now how a meeting is conducted? He was also the chair, okay? This one here, this is still his 1st term, but Oh, and he does have two sons that happen to be in the legislature. Okay. Bland, she just got out of training. So you kind of wonder, what do they train in commissioners training? This one here, Scott Adler, he had a little problem. And one of the conditions of his parole was that he had to take the training again. This was a few years ago, a couple of years ago. Okay. He had to take the training again. That was one of the conditions. He never did. But somehow, some way, they sealed the file. And it was over and done with. The way he acts, do you think he knows how to conduct a commissioner's meeting or act at a commissioner's meeting? He gets upset with me? Who's asking? Well, maybe she should turn it. He's got a real snotty remark every time I ask something. He kind of forgets who works for who. I'm going to, now we've muted the mics like usual. It is 10:54. The next meeting is at 11 o'clock. So now we'll hopefully remember to start it up again because I'm just leaving. They think it's funny. You see this, how they're doing things, that it's muted so they can do whatever the heck they want. Especially this one. This one is known for his snotty remarks. But he's a commissioner. I asked perfect good questions. Did you follow what happened? A motion this, a motion that. I put it in chat. Did somebody oppose? What happened? What passed? What opposed? Okay. So then Mr. Bradshaw, who happens to be the county attorney, and I've already told him this is above his pay grade. He's hosting these meetings. He shouldn't be doing this. He's an elected official. The person that should be doing it, and it should also be part of the work job description, is hosting this meeting. The one who's taking the minutes should also be doing this. This is the new norm, folks. This is the way it's going to be. They already gladly take grant money under CARES to do all this wonderful stuff. And this is what we have. This is what we have, okay? And only certain people in the public are treated like, to use Mr. Adler's famous popular word, treated like shit. 10:56. I'm getting off for 4 minutes before I get too carried away. Oh, here he is. Oh, look at it. What are they talking about? See? What do you think they're talking about? See this? One thing about Mr. Scott Adler, he's very visual with his face. Really. He went and apologized once because of his actions, but he wasn't apologizing to me because there were people that were watching. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time watching this in my time. So I'm going to. Okay, I'm coming back on. It's 10:58, okay? And what did they do now? The next agenda item at 11 o'clock is administrative assistant or second deputy clerk and recorder position, finalizing job description and adoption, advertising position, discussion and decision. Now, since they tabled the previous agenda item at 10:30, which has to do with the same, practically the same item, issue, county commissioner administrative assistant versus creating second yada, yada, yada. Since that was tabled, then I would think that this 11 o'clock one that's supposed to last until 12 should also be tabled. Let me think. You think that's going to happen? It should. And then we go to another early lunch. Well, I guess so. And then this afternoon, that's going to be a good one too. 1 o'clock, public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction. 1:15, correspondence. 1:20, board minutes for January 19th decision, and they're added there. Projected adjournment at 1:30. Somebody must have something they have to do, because usually they end at 2:30-ish. 10:59. Look, this is what he does. Feeds his face. You're not supposed, oh, wait a minute. You don't have to wear a mask if you're eating. It's 11 o'clock by that clock. It's 11 o'clock by this one down here. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Touching his, see this? Touching his ears. Look at that. Just to be, I said, hey, Chuck, this is directly to him. You think he's going to read it? I don't know. But I said, hey, Chuck, I saw your son Jed yesterday at the pro-life rally in Helena. Good Bill. Let's see if he reads it. They can sit in here without their mask, but he goes someplace else. Is he reading this? Is he reading it? Doesn't even know how to read this stuff here. Let's see. Is he looking at it? Oh, is he? What do I do? Touch my nose. That's good. As he's talking on the phone. Let me tell you, he has a job. His main job is towing. He has a tow job, a tow business. That's under his wife's, unless he changed that. And he's getting, I've heard him, he gets calls. People come in asking to tow. Isn't that nice? But he can conduct his business.
Okay, we're back on
Oh, we're back on.
to discuss the administrative assistant, clerk and assistant clerk and recorder position, and finalize the job description.
Deputy clerk recorder, assistant of the commission, that's enough.
So did you work on that?
It's on the,
Blanche this week, and we worked on the position description, is that, yeah, right there.
See, they're
The-
totally prepared, aren't they?
Drafted it, so it was the same for basically, you know, if it was gonna be administrative assistant or deputy clerk recorder, drafted the same, so that's why I was saying practically speaking, it's gonna be the, same duties. If the issue would be, you have any changes or
What about
clarifications or?
the human resource clerk, are we still gonna advertise for?
So,
Which one's that still?
in there, we put, would work with the county human resources consultant, Granite County attorney to obtain general advice and legal advice. And these advisors to convey to the county commission. So it'd be kind of a liaison there, is the thought, but, the department heads would draft up their own, they need an employee replaced, draft up their own notices, but it has directed draft notices of employment opportunities. I could potentially see, I don't know if like Paul ever needed help with drafting up a notice to get into the paper, they could help with that, but the HR would be more clerical, whereas one thing that if you decided to go with Michelle, I'm saying her last name, I'm not, Pierre, that she would do potentially
Interesting
a
how he knows
webinar with
say
anyone from the
this
courthouse
person
that
Michelle's
wants to
last
learn
name.
some HR, and that it would be at a reduced rate. So that's, if you're wanting that person to have some more skills in HR. But yeah, I like that scenario. It gives, having that consultant gives kind of an independent person that the employees can go talk to get good advice. And you know, from time to time, Mike would go to Michelle or Eddie Reed. So there was a contract back in the day, but it needs would need re-up.
So this, being it's under them, it's gonna be in there, it has to be under, or they have to have a associate's degree or bachelor's degree?
Well, it says, well, that's what was in there already. It was in there, but it does say the first part of that, typically acquired through a combination of education experience equivalent to, and then later on it says that the associate's degree or bachelor's degree is preferred or equivalent experience in such areas. So it says equivalent twice.
So if they have experience, say, clerical experience from previous positions, then take that under consideration. I mean, we have to. I mean, you're not going to get someone with a bachelor's degree to come in for $18 an hour anyway.
Yeah, and even if it said bachelor's degree or equivalent, then yeah, that may make it difficult to find.
Yeah.
But saying associate's degree or equivalent, that means that they'd have at least a couple of years experience in one of these areas of administration or government or accounting.
Well, I'd like to take 15 minutes and read this.
Okay.
You know, we got a whole hour anyway.
You got it.
Sounds good.
That's great. Get this. Okay, so now I hope we're still doing it right. Let me make sure. Am I good? We got everything going. Did you notice? It's 11:07, and here's the chair. Said, "Oh, let's take 15 minutes to read this." Uh, I've been to other commission meetings, okay? And the whole point of them having this information prior is because they already read it and they have questions about it. Not that they wait for the day of the meeting to read this information. Of course, certain things they don't have to read. They being this one here, and the one that is no longer a commissioner, Mr. Slaughter, because they'd have the discussions before the meeting at another meeting place. But this is the way they do things, right? They work for somebody, they work for us, the public. Yet, unless you're on their good list, or like Mr. Adler says, the ship list, forget about it. So now we sit because, what the heck? Oh, imagine if a lawyer was involved here. Like, let's see, $200 an hour, $250, and he's just sitting there with the meter running. Yep. time is 11:09, folks. Oh, it's right here. Look, time 11:09. And here, Blanche is probably the only one that read it. I think she read it. So, Blanche, I bet you were the only one that read it. Let's go to Blanche. So I just sent him, Blanche a private message. Too bad. I mean, I can do that because that's the way it is. Are you ready? The way they pick up phones and they talk and then they mute everything. I don't see why I can't say something to somebody privately. I'm the only one that's cut. Anybody that's listening remotely are cut off, denied to hear this meeting because we're muted. Oh, she walked around to talk. Why these two read it? Oh, rub your face again and your hands and everything else. And yeah, go ahead, do that. Did you know that the CDC and the FDA have just recently come out with information saying that the masks don't really protect you? Oh, this has been for a while now. Dr. Faustus, he changes his opinion every so often, you know. And oh, and there's another thing. Do you know that he's the highest paid government official? He makes over $400,000 a year. You know that? So I can put up links to that information. It's not false information. I've already verified it myself. Well, it's 11:12. I don't know what he already read. I'm sure he's a speed reader. Look at his face. Oh, yeah, yeah. But he's half mouth, whatever you want to call it. He'd rather be out making money or having a beer with his friend. Oh, they'll be over there anyway. Later. Later, he can get over there early. 1:30 is the projected adjournment. So he can go over there. Up here we wear masks. You see this? Wear a mask. See, they can do this. Should have been done. That's what a packet is for. It should have been read. They don't, when you see them, and I love the way they say, we're on call 24 hours. We work 24 hours, 24/7. We do. Yeah. No, they don't. When they have a pet project, oh, that's the one they're in on. But anything else, just like this, is a perfect example. They don't even read the packet. Still waiting. I can whistle. I already suggested that they should have elevator music when they mute the mics, but they're just chit-chatting. So when I said I can contact these people direct messages, and their private messages. It used to say private, now it says direct messages. I was told that's not what you're supposed to do. But muting the mic, that's what they can do. If there's any bills that should be done, the bills should be how to conduct. Oh, there he goes, rubbing his. Should be how to actually conduct a Zoom meeting in accordance with the Montana Constitution. 8 and 9. Public participation and public knowledge. $11.15. Oh, is it all right? Come on. Yeah, look at it. He's reading it. Why don't you just table this meeting also? Apparently they're not prepared, right? Apparently not prepared. I put this down to Blaine. Apparently not prepared. Another one should be tabled to the commissioners read what they should have read before the meeting. Just saying. Yeah, I got a lot of good points. They go nowhere though. We're still on, aren't we?
Okay, we're back on.
Oh, good.
I read the job description and looks good to me.
Oh,
Okay, the only thing I had was under the job characteristics, shall we say, is just where it says that some travel is required for meeting occasional evening and weekend work is required for meetings or to meet deadlines. I don't know, maybe this is piddly, but I thought maybe you should put in there, if you're working over, you still get paid for all that. I'm sure they'll know that, but it's just like, you're telling you might have to work a weekend or late. If there's something in there to say that you will be compensated for any of your hours or something like that. Is that too piddly?
I just don't know if the wages go in the job description. I think that's-
No, they,
Yeah, I think
It's
it's,
better to have it that way, or
yeah, like, can't say they can cover.
Rubbing his face.
So
Nice.
there has to be that written. So we're gonna write that.
Who do you want me to?
Sure. I'm not very good at that.
Oh, so Blaine has to write it.
Yeah, you can just write it and we'll just.
I'll,
You can email it to each one of us
Yeah.
if you want, and we can just say yay, nay.
Yeah, that works.
So
It'll
like,
be all right.
job descriptions would be available, applications, and,
Okay.
or would it be online? Would it post it?
But you do both, have it here and online. But should I say clerk and recorder office?
Okay, we're gonna be off Zoom until, 1.
Make a motion, we're out of here for lunch then.
Second.
We're out of here.
We're out of here. Say now they muted everything. We're out of here. And the county attorney is going to write an ad for the newspaper. You got that? Isn't that something else? He's laughing because, he just read what I put in there. See? You like that? Did he tell them? Oh, so now what are we doing? Looking at stuff? They're going to lunch. It's 11:30. They're going to lunch until 1. Oh, well, maybe they're going to sit there and talk. See, they're going to talk now. They're going to talk. This is the newspaper over here. Okay. This is the newspaper. I'm going to call somebody, find out something. And we're going to keep this on and see if I could read lips. Did I ever tell you that I can read lips? It's just like Chuck said. When you're kind of hard of hearing, you can read lips. Did you know that? Like that, huh? Uh-oh, something interesting is being discussed. Look at the concern on these people's faces. Of course, we don't see the chair because that's good enough for the public. That happens to be watching remotely. Half a face. Well, sometimes we see his belly. So I guess I don't know. Oh, look, you made a good point. Oh, maybe I made a good point. Yep. Oh, he thinks it's funny. Oh, so does he. He's concerned. He's laughing. See, this is a public meeting. Do you kind of feel like you're left out? If I wanted to go, I'm about 3 miles outside of town, up on a hill, and the roads don't get really done very well in snow and icy conditions. I can go down there and get mistreated in person. See? This is a public meeting. So now they're going to lunch. They're leaving. There they go. See, this is a pretty good picture that Dick has, because this is how we're down here. This is where the public is in this outhouse down here. And this is where most of our elected officials go. The public, elected officials, government entity. Perfect picture. Well, like I say, funny things happen. Funny things happen when I don't know. Let's see, are they going anywhere? They're just walking out. I wonder where they're going for lunch. Oh, there goes, well, you just saw the 2 commissioners walk out. And there goes the 3rd commissioner. Who knows? But you still, see here? We're still here. Okay. Just looking at Dick's picture, you know, that's the perfect picture line. Government entities on top, public on the bottom. Isn't that a perfect picture? Just saying. Oh, I'm not going to say anything. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, I don't know. Whatever he's doing. Oh, he's got to write up the who's he to put in. Okay, I'm not leaving, but I'm going to this joke. See, oh, maybe he's got two. Oh, he's got two masks on. He's got one, this one, and he's got a handkerchief or bandana, and the other one. Oh, that's good. Now I heard something there. We should have three. We should have three masks. And see, this is not the way you wear a mask. But just, oh, come on. Let's see. Did you see anybody come in? Now this will be on, right? Believe me, nobody's going to be coming in here to clean up anything. None. Nope. Not at all. Who's coming down the stairs? What's this? I didn't see Claudette. Maybe Claudette is, she was close friends with Mike Cahill. Okay. 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 I'm just going to not waste anybody's time. And I'm going to pause. Are we on? Okay, I'm still eating. It's 12:51. Oh, there's the time. See who's here? He's talking. Yes, I did know. Scott Adler. Me. He's talking to somebody. An iPad. Hmm. 3 participants. Doesn't look like he's there anymore. Well, let's see. We should, hopefully we're recording. We are recording. Yep. And camera is on. Like, ha 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 ha. Look at him shake his head. She's still here. So, he must be talking to across the way. He has to be talking to Hinkle.